Welcome to my channel, it's Matt the Garden and Lawn Care Guy, and today we're going through April's lawn care tips. I'm going to be covering all the different types of fertiliser in terms of pre-seed fertiliser, granular fertiliser, all-in-one products, weed control, seeding, top dressing, the full works. So really this is one of the key videos of the whole year. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, and for those of you who regularly watch the channel will know that I've been trying to improve my filmmaking to make better videos and more educational content. Now Skillshare is made for learning, there's no adverts, with tons of new premium content coming out all the time. Subscription is as little as £10 a month, but I've teamed up with Skillshare to offer the first 1,000 viewers to my channel a free subscription for premium membership at Skillshare, which they can access by clicking the link below. I've been using Skillshare to improve my photography skills after watching the DSLR Photography Fundamentals course by Justin Brides. I've learned in that course how to control my exposure, the ISO, and generally overall improve the quality of pictures that I've got. And here's some examples as an introduction to this video of how the garden's looking in April and some of the things that I've been getting up to. The first tip for April is start mowing. It's the most basic and fundamental thing that regular mowing of the lawn at the right height will significantly increase the quality of your overall lawn care. Previously I've done a few light trims with the rotary mower because it's a little bit lighter, and I've just done my first cut with the cylinder mower as the ground's starting to firm up a little bit and I'm starting to reduce that height ready for the spring. So we've just talked about mowing the lawn can get you up to 75% plus of the way there through your lawn care journey. The second biggest thing that you can do is implement a correct fertiliser plan. Now in terms of the different fertilisers, there's quite a lot of different types out there, and all the products that I'm mentioning today can be found in links in the description or directly on my own shop, gardenandlawncareguide.com. Starting from the left, this one here. This is a pre-seed fertiliser, and what this means is if you're planning to renovate your lawn in the spring or the autumn time, pretty much the only thing that I would be putting onto the lawn is a pre-seed fertiliser. The reason for this is we've got lower nitrogen and higher phosphorus. Nitrogen is good for pushing new growth, which we don't really want when we're planting new seeds because we don't want our seeds to end up leggy. We want root development, and the thing that gives us root development is phosphorus. So look for a pre-seed fertiliser when you're sowing new seeds on your lawn. If you're not seeding your lawn, then I might look at moving to something which is a spring-based fertiliser, such as this one. Now, a spring-based fertiliser will be higher in nitrogen. So for example, it might be a 9-7-7, and the 9 corresponds to 9 parts nitrogen. You've got higher nitrogen, which is going to boost the lawn out of spring, wake it up and trigger lots of new growth. The third type of fertiliser is an all-in-one type of product. Now, when you're using an all-in-one type of product, it's going to have your fertiliser itself, it's going to have things like weed killers in there, and it's going to have things like iron in there to control moss. Now, these products can be useful if you're quite new to lawn care, but they do need to be used with caution and make sure you follow the application rates. I do see a lot of people burning the lawn with these products because of the type of chemicals in there. However, they can be used to great effect if you've got an area to cover and you just want a one-size-fits-all type of product. My lawn, I don't have many weeds at all growing in it because over time I've reduced the amount of weeds that are grown in the lawn. If you've got to a certain point where you don't have lots of weeds in your lawn, you can do something called spot spraying. Spot spraying will basically be just targeting the weeds as they come up throughout the lawn, and from April onwards it can be an ideal time to start doing that. It's a little bit early because you want to get the weeds while they're most actively growing, and you can apply a product similar to this, and you need to make sure it says for lawns, and it'll say something on there like kills weeds, not lawns. Don't use the regular products because they will kill everything that they touch. You need to use a selective weed treatment for your lawn. So let's come and have a little look at the garden and see what we've got going on. There is a telltale sign that spring is coming. So you can see here in the garden beds, we've got some weeds here in the soil. just starting to come through. And also we've got weeds here, bit of weed grass here. Some more weeds. This is thistle, and also here we've got dandelion, and this is actually couch grass, which I need to get rid of. So overall, even though none of this stuff is coming in the lawn yet, the best way to tackle weeds in the lawn is actually be on the offense. And by that I mean keeping a thick and healthy lawn in the first place, and it's going to dampen the ability of the weeds to grow. You can see that where there's hardly any weeds in the lawn, but there are weeds in the bed. And the weeds in the bed are germinating because they haven't got as much competition as weeds in the lawn. So now we've covered the basic parts of the lawn care regime, fertilizer and mowing. I'm going to move on to some more advanced things that you can be doing in April. If you've got any thin areas of your lawn or patchy areas, you want to stay tuned for this bit, because I'm going to tell you how to fix a patchy lawn and how to thicken up that grass moving into the spring and get ready for summer. So come and have a look at the next part. So next up, I'd like to talk to you about seeding. So here, these are some products that I've got available in the shop right now, and there's a couple of different types of mixes that I'm going for. I've produced a full video on how to pick the right seed for your garden, which I'll link up in the card above. But in essence, there's a couple of different types of mix here. We've got a shaded mix for the shady garden. Got a hard wearing mix, which is a bestseller for family lawns, and this is going to be most suitable for areas with high wear and tear and usage in a family hard-working lawn, but where you want a premium finish. And I've got the last variety, which is one that I'm probably personally going to be using in my renovation plan, which is an all-American dark green mix. I also wanted to show you this handy little tool that I've just bought this, and basically it's the Evergreen Easy Whiz. Now, when you're applying seed, you can apply it using a rotary spreader. That can be great if you've got a larger area to cover, but where you've got a smaller area to cover, or perhaps you don't have enough storage space, like for my area for example, you can use something like this. This is a great little product. It comes with some batteries in the bottom. You've got a guard that you can set on the front to choose your application rate. And it's also got this little strip on the side here, which stops the seed spreading into your beds. So as you're walking down the edge, you can lift this strap up and it'll basically keep the seeds from falling into your beds. And then when you're doing the rest of the lawn, you can pull it back. So you can see here, it works by, you pull this trigger, that mechanism is going to agitate the seed, it's going to go drop through the hopper onto this spinning disc and fire out on the lawn. This is a brilliant bit of kit. It's going to be around 20 to 30 pounds, really easy to store, stick it on the shelf, put some batteries in, and it can really help you make light work of seeding an area, especially if you're not quite comfortable with applying by hand or you don't know your application rates. Set this, put your seed in it, off you go. Brilliant bit of kit. How I like to apply seed is if you need to do some scarification or aeration, they are also brilliant processes to start at this time of year. I'll link a link to some videos I've already done on those topics in the card above if you're interested in that. But first of all, scarify and aerate, clear the debris out of the lawn so the lawn can breathe, and give it an opportunity to receive any of the new seeds and the fertilizer that you're going to put down in the spring. After you've done that, I like to put the seed down. If you are going to top dress, put the seed down first and then the top dressing on the top of that. And then after I've put the top dressing on, I'm going to tread or roll it in. Now, rolling the seed into the ground or compressing it with the top dressing or topsoil is a really key step that a lot of people miss. What this is going to do is create a layer of seed to soil contact. If you think of the seed, it wants to germinate in the ground. So when you tread it into the ground or put a layer of soil on the top and roll or tread it in, that's going to help promote great seed to soil contact, and it will improve your success rate of germination. This is a step that most people miss, but a really key one and a top tip for anyone at home looking to overseed their lawn. I've just ordered all my materials for my spring lawn care plans. If you're interested in that, all of the products that I'm using are found on my shop or in my description below. And if you're interested in seeing some of the results I've got, subscribe to my channel and turn the notifications on. Thanks for watching this video. It's Matt, the garden and lawn care guy, and I'll see you in the next video.